Yo, what's good? It's your boy Derek Branch here of Memphis Wire on Strike Seven Sports. In today's video, I just want to talk about if the Memphis Tigers can get back to their pre-AAC competition run where this team won 10 straight games and a lot of buzz was surrounding them and people were projecting them to be a Final Four team. Can this team get back to that level of dominance and get into the NCAA tournament? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean now things are really starting to heat up for Memphis, and they've won their past uh their past 3 games. They've won 3 in a row, 3 game winning streak. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock tip off Central Time. You got North Texas, which is another huge game. They have the North Texas Mean Green have a similar record, such as Tulane. I'm going to preview that game later in a different video, but you got to win that game. If you win that game tomorrow, that's 4 straight. And then you got SMU again, a team that almost beat you, but you came from behind and beat them with a game. A 3-pointer by Javon Cornerly. You win that one. That's 5 straight. Because if you can win, you could go on a run to close out the season and possibly win. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your final 7 games, man. I think you're in the tournament. You're in the NCAA tournament, or you can go 6-1 during that stretch. You're in the NCAA. I think you're in the NCAA tournament. Because if you could be that team, you could resemble the team that played in the battle for Atlantis and played, Arkansas, played, Michigan, Arkansas, Clemson. That Clemson win looks really good now. Played Clemson, played Virginia, you know, Missouri, way in the beginning of the season. Missouri, those type of teams, anything is possible if you do. You know what I'm saying? And these past 3 wins are exactly what the Tigers needed to do to win. Needed to do to win, especially against Temple and Tulane. That Wichita State game, the game I was at, they were on the ropes. They were on the ropes in that game, but they got that win. You went on the road, beat Temple, came back, beat Tulane. Now tomorrow, it gives you an opportunity to go 4 in a row, win 4 in a row, as you I would say head into the tougher gauntlet of your schedule to close out the year. We got SMU, Charlotte, and SMU, Charlotte, and FAU to close to start as you start to close out the season. But I checked the latest bracketology posts that came out by Joe Lunardi, and they don't have the Tigers nowhere near getting to the NCAA tournament. They have been replaced by not Florida Atlantic, South Florida as the other team that's going to get the automatic bid from the AAC, the second bid to go along with the conference champion to get into the tournament now. And Memphis is no longer in it. And I've checked some other, you know, bracketology, like, stories, posts, projections, and they don't have Memphis getting into the tournament. A lot of them have Memphis as a first 4 out, a team that's not going to make the tournament. And that stuff's going to change every 2 to 3 days. Now, what we're rooting for now, South Florida and Florida Atlantic got a huge game, I believe, this Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Huge game. And if you will want to root for Florida Atlantic to beat them, And that way, as long as you take care of your business, that puts you back into the fold. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, Florida Atlantic, not Florida Atlantic, South Florida is on top of the conference right now with an 11-1 record, followed by Florida Atlantic with 9-2, Charlotte 9-2, SMU 8-3, UAB 8-3, Memphis 7-4. It's very competitive at the top of this conference. Very competitive. Very competitive league right now at the top. But like I said, if all the Tigers need to do is take care of business. Win these games. Win the games you need to win. You know, Florida Atlantic and South Florida. If Florida Atlantic beats South Florida, that puts them out of I would say it will put them out of the fold for right now, temporarily. Now, chances are Memphis might play South Florida again in the tournament because they are a team that did beat you. That's the team that ended your 10-game winning streak. So you most likely will play them in the tournament, the AAC tournament. And that's a game that you do not need to lose. And if we're being honest, Memphis is capable of beating South Florida. You know, they blew a 20-point lead and lost that game. That was a close game. But they was up by 20 on South Florida. You know? So if they go into that game locked in, focused, they should win. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just players need to play in their roles. Play in their roles, defense, not turn it over. You know what I'm saying? I think they got a good team. I like the Tigers' chances of getting back into this thing, despite what the projections are saying. You know, but the margin for error is slim, though. I think, and I've said this in the past, I think they're going to look forward to lose one more game in the regular season. One more game. And it can't be against somebody like East Carolina. You got some competitive games to close out the year in this conference. Really competitive games. You got to avenge the loss against UAB. You got to take care of SMU again, beat Charlotte, and possibly split with Florida Atlantic. Or if you can, beat them both times. But we'll get to that one, when we cross that bridge. All right. But huge game tomorrow. Huge game tomorrow against North Texas, which is another new member of the American Athletic Conference that came over with Rice and UAB, UTSA, Florida Atlantic, all those programs. They're not in the conference now. And to me, man, this league is more, it's not, this league doesn't look as easy as people thought it was going to be, especially Memphis fans that felt as though they were going to, because of the talent on the team, that they were going to steamroll through this conference. And that has not been the case. And I think has been the case because, you know, you got a team that has, I would say kind of lost their way once they got into conference play. I don't think it's a lack of talent. It's definitely not that. Or, I wouldn't even call it cohesion, lack of cohesion, because when you played against the start of the season, you was not in you played against tougher teams, in my opinion, outside the conference. And you won 10 straight games. You know? So it's definitely there. The potential is definitely there for the Tigers to have. going to close out the season. So I'm not as down on the program as some others might view it, but I think there's light at the end of the tunnel for this team. And right now they're doing the right thing to put themselves in position to get that NCAA tournament bid. They are. And I wouldn't really be concerned about those bracketology posts, those projections, because they change overnight. And I won't be surprised in the next batch of projections that come out has Memphis as a last four in or first four pies. I won't be surprised, especially if they beat North Texas tomorrow and beat SMU this weekend. You know, so we'll see how it play out in the next couple of days. All right. Okay, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. Do you feel as though Memphis can get back to their pre-AAC competition mode and win a significant amount of games to close out the season? Also, check out strike7sports.com/Memphis Tigers for latest content on the Memphis Tigers men football and men's basketball program. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.